So just pulled that classic recording and then after 5 minutes realizing I hadn't been recording move. So now I'm gonna start again here. It's Sunday. Maybe it's been 3 weeks of quarantine or lockdown, I don't know. I woke up to three things this morning. One being the time change. So we finally got the time change here in Italy for whatever reason, twice a year. There's a 2-week gap between our hours and yours. And so we you know how when you do the switch and things are... And so I woke up late this morning, which was also interesting because there was an alarm set, but did not hear it. And upon waking, did discover that there had been an earthquake this morning quite near Torino, which I think happened around the same time that the alarm was set, and neither of them woke anyone up in the house. And so that was kind of funny. So it was really like, ooh. And the dreams last night, I was like, you know when you're really under and you're just like, and you can't get up. That's what it was like this morning. So it was just like, ugh. And I looked at my clock and it was 11:47 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, what just happened? And then there was the earthquake. And but I did have something nice to look forward to, which was breakfast pizza. That was exciting, which means pizza. Let's talk pizza a little bit. We're here in Italy. Why not? So actually, when I lived in the States, I didn't eat pizza that much. I wasn't like super crazy about it. I don't know, it felt kind of a generic thing to eat. Comunque, so my first 2 years here in Italy, I actually didn't eat that much pizza. I rarely ate it actually. And then in more recent years, I've been eating it more. And especially this past year, I've been really eating it a lot more. Like a normal Italian or even probably American, where I eat it, I guess once a week, maybe once every couple weeks. And lately my go-to is a marinara. I'm really obsessed right now with just tomato sauce and crust. It's my preferred thing. And so in these past months when I've been eating it, every time I eat it, I'm just like so full of joy that I think, I just want to eat pizza. Why can't I just eat pizza at least, every day for a week or something? And I never got around to it. So the lockdown happened, it's getting pizza, and it's been really interesting because my favorite place has been closed down. And then the second favorite place has been closed down. So I've been having to push outside of my comfort zones and have been discovering new pizzas. And one of the great joys in it is when you get your pizza for delivery or da sporto, like the takeaway, you get the box, and there's different drawings on the boxes and stuff, and so you get just different pizza boxes, whatever. But the other day, this one came that was like amazing. That pizza box, so this one's amazing. And I've saved it. I have saved that box. I have saved one other pizza box in my life, and that is probably in my storage unit right now. But I think I have a photo of it, so I'll flash it. And yeah, come on, astrology pizza. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I usually love if there are leftovers and I can have breakfast pizza the next day. And currently I'm staying at my best friend's house, who's also my ex. And the thing about pizza, leftover pizza, it's not really a concept here in Italy because, the leftover thing, pizza, leftovers in general are a great joy of mine. Anyways, so that was this morning, so that was good. Breakfast pizza. On this theme of it pushing me to try new pizzas, and I talked to another friend, she's Italian, and she told me the other night that she made pizza for the first time at home because of the lockdown. So I'm curious what things that you guys have been doing that you've been forced or like, you know, pushed to do to get out of your normal habits, comfort zones, try something new. What else? Oh, this is a story that requires a reenactment. So one moment. I just touched myself. Okay, so the other day I went to the market, the farmer's market. There's a bunch of strawberries there. And this lady goes up, picks up a strawberry with her mask and her gloves. This lady is in full regalia with her mask and gloves. Everyone's in their mask and gloves. Picks up the strawberry, pulls down the mask and does this. And places the strawberry back amongst the other strawberries. I literally almost had a cow. I was like so infuriated of just complete and utter, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, I mean, first of all, even not in the time of virus, you like, maybe you, like, do you see that distance? That's acceptable. And then maybe you just, and you eat it. I don't know, because you're at the farmer's market and take a sample. She stuck it here. You see that? Do you know where the 3 main places that we cache things are? Yeah, yeah. Unbelievable. People, so it just made me go crazy because, oh, and then I do have to say, another friend of mine that same day said he saw someone pull down the mask and lick her finger so she could open up, you know, like a plastic bag and then puts the mask back on. And it was like, but yeah, it got me kind of going a little crazy because for the obvious reasons. But it also is that thing about things we do, two things. The things we do by habit, because we don't think about it, you know, I'm touching my face all the time. And the other part about kind of fear-based action / doing things without thinking about why. So people just, oh, I do it on my gloves, and I have to have my mask, and I have to have this. And it's like, yeah, there's a reason for that. It's to prevent, you know, this spread. And there's that, and because the orifices here are the entry points. And these are the same people, you know, like probably fucking blaming, you know, this disease on Asian people. Anyways, so it kept me gently enraged for a good 24 hours. So that was fun. And just like I'm enraged at hearing stories about people fucking running around still and countries not putting people on lockdown. So there's that. The numbers have been doing. There's still gonna be more deaths coming up here in Italy. They say maybe another 10 days where we start hitting a true descent. I'm not following this closely anymore because I feel like I've kind of gone over that sort of aspect of this and just kind of entering into, I'd say, part 2 of this new world, the new world with the new normal, as they say. But I think right, we're kind of, you know, theoretically ahead of you guys. And again, I can't keep up with all the rules. And I know there's people with families, but anyways, the part is about tight quarters and everyone's starting to feel the of being with your loved ones 24/7. And, you know, just like little quirks that come out and like no space to have some time away. And that it's a good thing. And I would say, hopefully in, you know, 2 or 3 weeks, 14 days, they say, to be safe. Make sure, do you have it, not have it. Some of you might want to wait longer, 21 days, depending on your situations, before you can start, what I'd say, gently start to re-interact, still in really small groups. Again, just trying to think about it from a really common sense point of view, because I don't think that governments are the place to look for authority. I think there's probably some good sites out there, like from science and medical places, to understand things. Not just the US, but all over. There's, a lot of governments have not done what they should have done. So we have to just like kind of think about this in a nice logical way and think, yeah, think with thought and conscientiousness. But I imagine in like 2 or 3 weeks that reenactment of getting to see other people or like being in other places can happen. One of the ways, I have a flatmate, and my best friend, ex, who I talked about, he lives by himself. And so what I've done in these weeks is I'll be at home and then maybe come over here and spend a few days. And then what we did last week is then my friend left and went to my house and stayed there for a few days and hung out with my flatmate because they're friends, and I got to be by myself completely, which, as I mentioned before, I am a hermit, so I really love my quiet time. And that's actually been very good for everyone. It's sort of given a variety of energies, different people in the house, some quiet time, some together time, a new thing to see out the window, a new person to interact with. So that's actually been a good thing. And so that's something to, think about how to do this. And I know people can go on walks, like go on a walk by yourself if you need to. Or for those who are living by themselves, I think you guys are still allowed to do walks, I'm thinking, the scheduled walks, do that. But my heart goes out to those of you also with kids. Bless you, just bless you. And I'd say now, on the serious note of this being confined and quarantined in small spaces, and obviously that's coming up with who has a big enough place that you have the space, who lives in a tiny area and also cramped with other people. And I know that in China, the divorce rates, the applications to divorce went up after their big lockdown. The cases of domestic violence have gone up while we've been in this situation. I don't know solutions of that right now. And it is a situation that I do hold close to me because my mother was a victim of that. So that one as something just to hold in your consciousness, and when you think to send, like, if those of you who do any practices of sending goodness out there, throw those folks in. For those of you who are fortunate enough not to be in those situations and you're getting tested to the limit, go in another room, go get a relationship book, like, get some support. You'd be surprised how to get out of these cycles of the fights and learn new things. These are the other kind of new things you can learn while you are in quarantine. It doesn't just have to be to learn how to knit or make a pizza or something. You can also learn new emotional habits of interaction and communication, and triggers, and how to take control of your own. And this is all what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of reevaluating of ourselves, our responses to things, and starting to adapt and innovate on how we're going to do things in physical manners and also emotional manners. So on that note, I will conclude. I think this is a two-part series. That's my guess. Stay strong, stay everything, and big hearts, y'all.
Okay, I am actually gonna go. I'm really thinking of ordering another pizza tonight. Uh, that'd be nice. We'll see what happens. Okay, so take care, take care, take care, take care, take care.